Notts County Talk, player ratings after a fantastic 3-1 win over Dagenham Redbridge. I can't lie to you, it's probably the best game of football or one of the best games of football I've ever watched. It's the best first half of football I've seen in my life, I think. It had absolutely everything. Fair play to the ground staff as well for getting this on, because at the minute it's tricky, lockdown, people are feeling a bit low. Just to have that football to look forward to and to be rewarded like that, absolutely incredible. I could have given everyone a 10. I haven't given everyone a 10 just because the players that I am giving a 10 to, I want to give that special mention. So everyone is there and thereabouts. But the 10s for me are the absolute top draw players. So we'll go into it. I go Sam Slocum straight off. For me, he gets a 3. It would be a 1. It could have cost us the game, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's been there for 16 minutes. Not much to do. It's freezing cold night and maybe he's just lost that concentration or he's a little bit cold. I don't know. I'm going to give him a 3 for that. He's been so reliable all season. I go to Kelly Evans. He's the man you want in that situation. He is that player. You want Kelly Evans there, fighting and battling for that. Every step of the way, you need Dion Kelly Evans to be there, throwing himself in front of the ball, flying into challenges. Energy never dwindled. Never dwindled in that game. He was incredible. For me, he gets a 9.5. Moving on to the centre-backs then, we'll go Lacey. Again, throwing himself in front of the ball when it looked like there was a goal coming. Him and Rawlinson flying into tackles. There's not much else that can say. That back four were incredible. Lacey showing his class. That partnership with Rawlinson, when it's put under the most pressure it's going to be put under. When you're 10 men for 80-odd minutes of a game with added time, fantastic. So for me, Lacey also gets a 9.5. Next, I go Rawlinson. Cool as ever. The few mistakes we saw at the start of the season, against Maidenhead when it was played over the top of him and he was out of position, they've been eradicated. Today, you make one mistake, Dagenham have scored. 9.5. And then we go to our left-back, our new left-back, played really well in the game against Hampton Waterlooville, played really well again today. His energy levels are absolutely up there as well. He is... he looks the real deal. He looks like he's fitting in and he's coming on riding the crest of this wave that the club are on. I mean, if I wanted to say the word catalyst, and what's the definition of a catalyst game? This is the definition of a catalyst. What an absolutely unbelievable performance in that back four. Now, I'm amazed we've conceded 1. I thought we were going to concede none, which I'd have been blown away. But I'm amazed we've even managed to keep it down to 1. Keeping a goalkeeper in goal that's a midfielder for the length of time we did, and denying them so many clear goal scoring opportunities. I can't say anything else other than that back four have to hold their head high, and they've got to be going into the next few games absolutely on top of the world. They put in a fantastic performance, and Kelly Evans actually played ahead of Brindley, which he doesn't get picked ahead of very often, and fair play to him. That whole back four, absolutely brilliant. Now move on to Reeves. He's my first 10. I'm going to give him a 10. He was chasing down in like the 85th, 86th minute. He lost his partner in the middle in Doyle, and he did the work of both of those players. Now, that was, for me, that's the game that stood out as he is an absolute cut above this division. What an unbelievable performance from him. That energy, if you are out dead on your feet, like these players should have been, dead on your feet after keeping the score to 3-0 and then 3-1, and you see Jake Reeves, who is a cut above the players at this team, he is unbelievable. Chasing down, it's going to give you that boost, and he's led by example today, and Jake Reeves, best performance for me in the Notts shirt, I've got to say, fantastic. His partner in midfield, or in goal, great line from Charlie Slater was about Doyle. It's just I can't even get into my head what's happened here. Rodriguez looks to be going in goal, and Doyle takes the gloves off him, and you're thinking, okay, let's see what he can do. He's pulled off a world-class save. He's looked very comfortable in claiming the ball. He's stood up and gone in goal, and he's looked confident and wanting to do so. He's absolutely psyched out McCallum for that penalty. He's gone up to him. He's even gone up to him after the penalty's been missed. Yeah. What can I actually say about that performance other than it's a 10 out of 10? Yes, he's conceded. If he hadn't conceded, it would have been a 15 out of 10. It would have been absolutely unbelievable. You can't criticise him for letting that goal in. How he's let one in is unbelievable. This man is actually quickly becoming a legend at this team because he's that on top of it for everything. So he's the second 10 for me. Going to Enzio. Wow. Where's the energy come from Enzio today? He gets a 9.5 for me. driving. He looks so dangerous. He must have driven forward. I'd love to know the stats on that. It must have been 10, 15 times. Driving through, pushing, carving a way out. People were trying to foul him. They knew they couldn't. And he was just laying the ball off left, right and centre. Really, really, really good from Enzio today. 9.5. One of the better performances, again, that we've seen. And when gaps open up, like Dagenham had to come forward, you see exactly why he is so dangerous. Moving on to Ruben Rodriguez. 10. 10. What a player. He looks unbelievable. To use a phrase from the Haven't Waterlooville commentator from the other day, mustard. Wow. Honestly, that's the player we've been wanting to see. We've seen it in flashes. We've seen, and I said he's not that consistent. His goal today, goal of the season contender, maybe even goal of the season 1 already. The swerve on that, if you're going to score in the centre of the goal, it's got to have a lot of swerve on it. And just absolutely a threat. They must have been sick of the sight of him. The runs he was making, the passes he was making, unbelievable. Absolutely brilliant from Rodriguez. 10 out of 10. I got on to Wootton then. Now, Slater said this as well. We're going to have a target man. We're going to have that target man. And he was up there and he was leading that line and he was winning balls and he was holding the play up and there's nothing else he could have done. He's got his goal, Poacher's goal. He's got his second goal, which is an absolute brilliant finish. Curls it in. Really, really fantastic. 10 out of 10. Kyle Wootton, just consistent every week. Gives 110%. You see what it means to after the final whistle, hugging the players. Kyle Wootton, fantastic performance. Jimmy Knowles, 9.5 for me. I've put the picture on Twitter. Knowles and Wootton, Omri and Burkamp. They complement each other so well. And some people are saying Knowles can't do it unless he's coming off the bench. Well, for me, his confidence was boosted sky high. I thought when we got the red, I thought Knowles finally gets his chance, but it's gone. It's gone with this now. We're going to have to be back against the wall. No, he's fantastic. Jimmy Knowles. We've found an absolute diamond there on loan from Mansfield. I hope he doesn't get recalled, but I'm lost for words to say for some of these players. And he came off. I felt like giving him a standing ovation, just standing up and clapping at the laptop because, Knowles is taking his chance with both hands. He's grabbed it, brilliant. And then finally, Effiong came on, and actually I thought Effiong made an impact as well. I think he got an 8 out of 10 for me. I thought he chased down when players were tiring, and obviously Knowles was going to tire. All the players were tiring, but Effiong offered that bit more. He had the strength in a one-on-one to hold players off. Just a thoroughly enjoyable game to watch. One of the best games of football I've seen. Just the feeling for that rest of the week. We move on to Wrexham, where we're going to be doing a live watch along on YouTube with the Wrexham game. Heads held high, Neil Ardley, fantastic. Every player fantastic. The fans can enjoy it, and that sums Notts County up for me. There's always a surprise to come, and it's a very good surprise. So I'd love to know what you think of the player ratings. I wouldn't argue if you gave everyone a 10, everyone an 11. Absolutely fantastic.